Hello, welcome to my channel. Before proceeding to study, please subscribe to my channel. Today, we will explore the fascinating world of basic mechanical engineering. We'll dive into key concepts like classification and working of boilers, mountings and accessories of boilers. Slide 1. Introduction to boilers. A boiler is a closed, pressure-retaining vessel in which water is heated to produce steam. This steam is then used for various applications such as power generation, heating, and mechanical work in industries. Boilers work on the basic principle of converting thermal energy from fuel combustion into steam energy. This process involves transferring heat from burning fuel to water, raising its temperature until it turns into steam. Students should remember that boilers are essential in many sectors like power plants, textile industries, and food processing plants. For example, in thermal power stations, boilers are the core units that produce steam to drive turbines for electricity generation. Slide 2. Classification of boilers. Boilers can be classified in several ways based on different parameters. 1. Axis of the boiler. Horizontal boilers have their shell laid horizontally. Vertical boilers have an upright orientation. 2. Fuel used. Solid fuel boilers use coal or wood. Liquid fuel like diesel or heavy oil, or gaseous fuel like LPG or natural gas. 3. Number of tubes. Single tube boilers have only one tube, e.g., simple vertical boiler. Multitube boilers have multiple tubes to improve heat transfer, e.g., Babcock and Wilcox. 4. Pressure range. Low pressure boilers work below 15 bars. High pressure boilers work above 15 bars. 5. Circulation method. Natural circulation boilers rely on density difference for circulation. Forced circulation boilers use pumps to circulate water. 6. Furnace location. Internally fired boilers have furnace inside the shell. Externally fired boilers have the furnace separate from the boiler shell. 7. Mobility. Stationary boilers are fixed. Mobile boilers are used in trains and ships, locomotive or marine boilers. Each type has specific applications. For example, water tube boilers are used in power plants due to their ability to handle high pressure, whereas fire tube boilers are suitable for smaller operations. Slide 3. Working of fire tube boiler, Cochrane boiler. Let's take Cochrane boiler as a typical example of a fire tube boiler. Design. It has a vertical cylindrical shell with a hemispherical top and a firebox at the bottom. Working. 1. Fuel, usually coal, is burned in the furnace. 2. The hot gases produced pass through fire tubes surrounded by water. 3. Heat is transferred from hot gases to the water. 4. Steam produced rises to the top of the shell and is collected. 5. The steam is then sent through the steam outlet for use. Cochrane boiler is compact, easy to install and maintain, making it ideal for small capacity steam needs. Its pressure limit is around 15 bars and it can produce steam up to 3,500 kg per hour. Slide 4. Working of water tube boiler, Babcock and Wilcox boiler. Now let's understand a water tube boiler through the Babcock and Wilcox design. Design. It is a horizontal, externally fired, water tube boiler. It consists of a steam drum, a mud drum, water tubes sloped at an angle, baffles to direct hot gases. Working. 1. Water enters the steam drum and flows into the inclined water tubes. 2. Hot flue gases from the furnace pass over these tubes, heating the water. 3. Steam formed rises back to the steam drum and is collected. 4. Remaining water flows to the mud drum to remove impurities. This boiler is capable of producing high-pressure steam, up to 50 bars and large output, up to 40,000 kg per hour. It is widely used in large thermal power plants. Slide 5. Boiler mountings. Mountings are safety and control devices fixed on the boiler body. They are essential and legally required for safe operation. Let's go over the most important mountings. 1. Safety valve. Automatically releases excess steam to prevent overpressure. 2. Water level indicator. Shows the current water level inside the boiler shell. 3. Pressure gauge. Measures and displays steam pressure inside the boiler. 4. Steam stop valve. Controls the flow of steam from the boiler to the steam pipe. 5. Blow-off cork. Allows removal of sludge and sediment from the bottom. 6. Fusible plug. Melts at high temperature if water level falls too low, extinguishing the fire. 7. Feed check valve. Ensures one-way flow of feed water into the boiler, preventing backflow. All these devices are directly attached to the boiler and must be functioning at all times to avoid accidents or damage. Slide 6. Boiler accessories. Accessories are optional but important components that improve the efficiency and performance of a boiler. These are not fixed directly on the boiler body but are connected externally. Let's discuss key accessories. 1. Economizer. Captures waste heat from flue gases to preheat feedwater. This saves fuel. 2. Superheater. Increases the temperature of steam above its saturation point for better energy output. 3. Air preheater. Uses flue gases to preheat the air before it enters the furnace. Improves combustion efficiency. 4. Steam separator. Removes water particles from steam to ensure dry steam. 5. Steam trap. Automatically drains condensed water from steam lines while retaining the steam. 6. Injector. Uses the energy of high-velocity steam to force feedwater into the boiler. 7. Feed pump. Continuously supplies feedwater into the boiler at required pressure. All accessories serve to make the system more efficient, reduce fuel consumption, and improve output quality, especially dry, superheated steam in turbines.